Thrillers have the power to grip us with mystery, keep us on edge, and leave us with stories to remember and sometimes forget. Today I will be talking about two of the latest Malayalam theatrical releases, Identity and Rekha Chitram, that take very different approaches through the thriller genre. One is a mixed bag of promise and missteps, while other is a cinematic puzzle that rewards your attention. Let's unravel them together in this video. Akhil Paul and Anas Khan's Identity delves into the world of psychological thriller. The film follows Alicia, played by Trisha, who is battling something called prosopagnosia, a condition that prevents her from recognizing faces. And unfortunately, with this condition, she gets enmeshed in a murder investigation. The story is driven by the themes of memory, trust, and identity, and it tries to draw the audience into the world where nothing is as it seems. Tovino Thomas portrays Haran, a man navigating a traumatic past while seeking closure. Now, for me, when I watched the trailer, it seemed a very interesting plot, and to be honest, after I finished watching the film, on paper, I found that the story is actually quite intriguing. But once again, the story tries to do a lot, which itself is not a bad thing, and I understand from the director's perspective that they would have wanted to make a very complex narrative. And then in the end, obviously, when the reveals will happen, it will shock us. I mean, that definitely was the intent. But here, the execution of the screenplay becomes a problem for me. I really liked how the first half of the film kept me a little bit engaged, but the second half definitely was becoming more and more predictable. When I see the film from a technical standpoint, it fares quite well, and that was not surprising for me because I have seen that in Malayalam film industry the technical aspects of the filmmaking are always top notch. But here for me the screenplay becomes a mixed bag along with the performances. When it comes to Trisha's performance as Alicia, despite the significance of her character's journey, her acting fails to capture the vulnerability and the complexity required for someone living with a neurological condition. And it hurts me to even say these things because she's such a fabulous actor, but I felt that she underperformed than her true potential. And this limited the emotional stakes for me when I was trying to see the story from her point of view. On the other hand, when the movie was presented from Tovino's point of view, it became a lot more interesting. And it's because he is such a fabulous actor, he immerses himself into the role. The movie has quite a bit of action set pieces, which Tovino performs and carries really well. So his character becomes more believable and I feel more emotional connect to him. The screenplay, while ambitious, becomes a double-edged sword. The setup is gripping, weaving in the psychological intrigue as well as the action seamlessly. However, as the film progresses, the narrative begins to feel disjointed for me. This imbalance affects the pacing, diluting the impact of the climax. But one of the film's strengths lies in its visually compelling atmosphere. The cinematography by Akhil George deserves credit for enhancing the suspenseful tone. And one of the biggest highlights of the film is the ending action sequence which happens in a charter plane. That is something that I have not seen in Malayalam cinema, and it is shot, directed, choreographed, acted really well. While Identity has its moments of brilliance, most notably in action choreography and visual design, it ultimately feels like a missed opportunity to me. The film truly offered me a glimpse of what could have been a really good psychological thriller, but it falls short due to inconsistent execution and lack of emotional depth. Personally, for me, I had a lot of hopes, especially after watching both the teaser and the trailer. Unfortunately, it didn't meet my expectations at all. But you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And now I'm going to talk about a film which used one of my favorite writing styles in a film so beautifully, and that is alternate fiction. And yes, of course, I am talking about Rekha Chitram, which is directed by Joffin T. Chacko. This is a mystery thriller that does so many things right, starting with seamlessly blending multiple timelines, having intricate character development, and clever use of alternate fiction. The film revolves around the character Vivek, played by Asif Ali, a cop who, after being suspended, takes up a peculiar investigation in a remote village. At the heart of this investigation is a suicide video and its connection to the Malayalam industry in the 1980s, a period that is ribbed with nostalgia and cinematic history. Okay, the first and foremost thing that I want to appreciate in this film is the masterful integration of the alternate fiction. The film not only reimagines the making of the 1980s film Kothadu Katharam, but also places it within the realm of the narrative. This idea of blending fiction with reality adds a unique layer to the narrative, because this is the kind of storytelling that will immediately grab your attention because it is a part of something that has already happened in the past, and when you're weaving a completely fictional story around it, it doesn't seem that much of a fiction. It seems that yes, this could have been a reality. But the catch here is to nail the screenplay. Otherwise, the story, once you watch it or read it, would sound ridiculous. And here, this is what the makers get it absolutely right. Because here the alternate world is not just a backdrop, it is intricately woven into the present time investigation. The screenplay is not going to offer you some very big twists or turns, but as the film progresses and all the pages unravel, you really feel satisfied by the end of it. And then there's a beautiful closure to everything which will definitely warm your heart, even though the ending is bittersweet. So yes, if somebody's expecting, oh my god, I'm going to be shocked and my jaw is going to drop with this revelation, no, that's not going to happen. But nonetheless, it's a very satisfactory end to a story. The homage to Malayalam cinema, particularly to the iconic Mammootty and his films, feel like a tribute that doesn't overshadow the narrative. Instead, it enhances it even more, allowing the audience to explore how the past events can influence the present timeline. The way the 1980s cinematic world is recreated through the characters' experiences and the subtle incorporation of references feels very organic, making it a powerful commentary on enduring nature of the film history and its emotional impact on society. And of course, I have to give a huge round of applause to whoever did the visual effects, because my oh my was my mind blown away there. Guys, you have no idea the hooting and shouting that we all did when Mammootty appeared. You know what I'm talking about for those who have watched the film. Come on, wasn't that just iconic? I really want them to release a behind the scene for this, how they achieved this, how they have achieved this entire de-aging and how they recreated it all. I have to know. So yeah, I really hope they actually release behind the scenes footage. The screenplay is structured in a way that it will always have your attention. The pacing, while it is measured, never ever lags, which is where I have to appreciate the editor also so much, because the way the timelines are blended, the way everything unravels so gradually, and the seamless switch from the past to the present, it's just beautifully executed here. Visually also, Rekha Chitram is stunning. The period details, especially the recreation of the 1980s film sets, are meticulously designed. Technically, it is absolutely brilliant, and I couldn't help but think that, oh my god, the way this movie is going to invoke nostalgia amongst so many people, it's crazy. This is how you use nostalgia in storytelling. It's not just a bait for the audience to just walk into the theaters and relive those moments, but it is actually used effectively in the narrative of the current story. Asif Ali, oh my god, he is on the streak of delivering such amazing performances, and this movie is no exception. There is a sense of ease with which he plays this character so effectively. You know, the eye expressions, the body language, everything, it felt to me, comes very naturally to him. I don't want him to get boxed into cop roles, but this is something that he does so organically. I'm sure he was a cop in past life. I am absolutely sure of it now. Anaswara Rajan has a very pivotal role, and she gives a powerful performance in this film. Her character needed to have a mix of a lot of things. It needed innocence, it needed bravery, it needed to have that really curious fangirl feeling, and she just completely soaked in all of these characteristics so well. I also want to mention Indran's performance. He has a very small role, but it's very impactful. Zareen Shihab was the surprise package for me in this film. She was spectacular. That is the word for her. In fact, you know what? All the actors here, even if they had a very small role or small screen time, everyone was impactful. Everyone acted well. I liked the performance of all the supporting cast members. In conclusion, for me, Rekha Chitram is a film that delivers best of storytelling along with really amazing technical craftsmanship. And I honestly really couldn't pinpoint anything negative about the film. I was trying to think, and honestly, I was trying to nitpick also, but I couldn't find anything. If you think that there are some drawbacks here, please let me know, because obviously opinions can always differ and will always differ. For me, the film succeeded in delivering an intriguing narrative, captivating performances, and a richly layered homage to Malayalam cinema. For anyone who appreciates a well-told story that blends the past and the present, this is the movie for you. And with that, I will end my review for Identity and Rekha Chitram. Please share your thoughts for both the films if you have watched them in the comments below, and I hope you have come till the end of this video and have enjoyed it. And I'm gonna sign off now, and I will see you soon on the next video. Bye!